coconut and chocolate. They're really chewy.
Hey guys, we are at Skyland Resort, but we're at the stables. The Appalachian Trail comes out northbound, right where I'm pointing, over there in the weeds. And that's a horse trail there. Appalachian Trail turns into this, and then it goes right across the street here. There's the White Blaze. And then from here, you got about a half mile, and you'll be actually at the resort, the hotel where you can eat if you're coming this way. I think today is the 16th or 17th of September. Sherry, you remember what date it is?
I think it's the 17th.
17th of 18th of September. We're still helping Ms. Man and Call, and we're going to try to pick them up later today. And Farfar is his name, trail name, and meet them at the picnic area. But I've got another hiker that just walked in. He's southbound or doing a flip-flop, and he's getting some trail magic from I Believe right now, and getting him some water. And he agreed that he'll let me talk to him just in a minute, and trying to get him some trail magic. And he's already told me a little bit about his end point is going to be Hot Springs this year, because he did a flip-flop. I think he went from Harper's Ferry to Katahdin. Then he went down and did the Smokies and all to get that out of the way. Somebody helped him do that, I believe. He'll tell us, I'm sure, when we talk to him just in a minute. Let him try to get things together, and then I'll interrupt him and see if we can talk to him. But of course, there's the truck. That's the first time we've come out and used the newer truck to us. I Believe was just sleeping in the back of it a while ago, and I was opening the window. She stayed in the back while I drove the hikers to where the starting point was this morning. That was real cool. And then I just stopped and opened the window and let her see the mountain. But she's talking now, so let me see. As soon as she finishes.
That doesn't ring a bell. My friend, or Two Socks, or Trooper was a girl from
She's
Scotland.
talking about in 2016.
Pretty late too, so it was like April 23rd that I left out of Springer.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
So I was behind. I tried to go behind the bubble.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and talk to you a minute.
Sure,
Give me your
absolutely.
trail name.
I'm Dirty Girl. I got that in 2016 for the Gators.
And were you hiking in 2016?
I was. I attempted a northbound hike that I ended up running out of money, like way out of money, in Killington, Vermont. So I had to hitch off and go home. But I saved a lot the last 3 years, and wanted to come out and do the entire hike again. So I was telling your wife that when I hit the end of the Shenandoahs, I'll actually be off all the miles for the AT done. But I want to do everything in a calendar year. So I've got everything south of Hot Springs, everything north of Harper's Ferry done. So I'm just filling in that last section.
And the trail name now, did you name yourself or somebody in 2016?
Somebody named me, and I was pretty put off by it. She told me it was like right when we got to Blood Mountain. She's like, "Yeah, we've been calling you Dirty Girl for like 2 days." And
Dirty Girl. I think I remember the name now that we're sitting here talking about it.
I think I'm the only one. I've been checking the hiker yearbooks to see if there's any others, and it's every time I tell somebody my trail name, they tend to smile or laugh, and I'm like,
That's
"It's
good.
a keeper. It's a keeper." But yeah, the hike's been excellent this year. There's been a lot of flip-floppers I've just been meeting.
Yeah.
And I think I was telling her as well, I had 3 bears come to my camp last night, so that was fun. I was cooking my dinner, literally about to pour my couscous in the pot, and I noticed one was watching me. And so I did the whole "hey bear," and he just kind of looked at me. So I stood up, and he very reluctantly walked away. And then I got my bear bag hung really well last night, and a mom and a cub came into camp about 15 yards from my tent, and I lit them up with my headlamp, and they took off. But
Did it make for a restless night?
not really,
Look at that,
because I've been around enough bears, and they were pretty small. They weren't like the Smoky Mountains, gigantic 400-pound bears, so they were on the smaller side. But I slept surprisingly well. You get tired enough that you just don't care.
Yeah. Hey, Sherry, won't you catch them over there so it doesn't interfere too much with us on the talking on side? Hey, I want to ask you a quick question because
Sure.
of something you've already said.
Yeah.
You said you ran out of money.
Yeah.
Somebody that's watching this, give them advice on what they need to think about so that doesn't happen to them.
Okay. There's some good videos on YouTube now. Some good resources. So just look up how to save money on a through hike.
Okay.
You'll find those. But basically, one thing is my hike is alcohol free this year. That's a
Okay.
major contributor.
Okay.
Especially in the southern AT, there's this party mentality, and it's kind of like a pub crawl
That's
if
right.
you're not careful.
That's right.
So I've been warning a lot of hikers this year that are out there partying pretty hard. Hey guys, you're gonna end your hike in like the first quarter. So that's one thing. Splitting lodging, make friends, talk to people.
Right.
And then just watch your eating out and all that. Raid the hiker box; it's there for a reason.
Right.
And but that's the big thing I see. The drinking will get you, and then just your lodging. Be really careful with your lodging.
And then, and of course the channel is about information, and that's why I do this. Future people that's going to hike
Sure.
like to watch and get tips. And I don't like to dwell on the finances of it, but I'm glad you mentioned it, because
Sure.
I know that had to be heartbreaking for you to hike so many. How many miles did you able to?
So 1704.1. I'll
Oh, wow.
never forget the mile mark.
So if you'd had the money, you definitely would have finished.
Absolutely. And so it's one of those things where, all my friends are summiting, and
Mhm.
it's like, it's really hard when you're home and you see the summit photos coming in. And it's not a jealousy thing. It's just like, I wish I was out there with them.
Okay.
And you realize like that's an opportunity. That's one time. You only see your trail family really once ever. I've seen 2 people in 3 years that I hiked with from that time since then. So just be aware, it's a really transient thing. It's like dust in the wind, and so capitalize on it.
Well, now, also, how valuable is the information that you already have of the trail now hiking it again? How does that relate to you? In other words, you
Oh.
know of a lot of places that you're going to hike
Sure,
that
yeah.
you've already hiked.
A lot of it too, especially like hostels to stay at. That's helpful too. I have firsthand experience. I would say to any new hiker, everything is hyped. Everything is hyped.
Okay.
You'll get through everything. Don't listen to the fear mongers.
That's right.
New Hampshire and Maine are hard, but you'll get through it.
That's
It's
right.
fine, and you'll be ready for it when you get there. But as far as it's just a confidence thing at this point. Like, I know I can handle myself in the woods. I know I can be out there. I've got my gear dialed in. If anything breaks, I can figure it out.
When do you anticipate being in Hot Springs? Do you?
I'm hoping to be there by the 1st of November.
Okay.
I'd really like to be there.
Good. We're going to talk to you off camera, because we're going to be helping people for the
Cool
next
beans.
several weeks, and then
Yeah.
all of October. And we can run into you again and maybe give you some trail magic. And if you
That'd be
slack pack, we
fantastic.
could do that too. If you're not, that's fine too. So you're not really hiking with any person now, or in the last week or two, you're basically a solo.
Yeah, and it's kind of intentional. I've had hiking partners from the start of this year, and I'm kind of wanting to actually hike solo just to have that experience. Kind of just one of the reasons I'm out here is to try to figure out a career path. I've bounced around, done a lot of various things over the last few years, and so that's something I think going deep introspective, not having another person around, could be really valuable.
Okay,
Thank
I'm not
you.
going to keep you any longer, but the reason I'm saying that, because I don't want to keep you, but we'll probably get a chance to see you a little bit further south, and
That'd be
maybe
great.
do another interview and just see how get more information from you.
Yeah, I'd be definitely down for that. Thank you for your time, and trail magic and water, which I've been out of since 8 o'clock last night. So thank you.
All right, dirty girl. Well, God bless every step you take between here and Hot Springs.
All
Hope
right.
to see you again.
Thank you.